who might find Meghan Markle as a compelling contender in United States politics. Her public relations team is putting in extra hours currently. Greetings everyone and a heartfelt welcome back to the Princess Diana News Channel. Greetings everyone, I trust that your Monday has commenced on a positive note. Over the weekend, I stumbled upon an article that can only be described as absurd, published by the Express. Meghan Markle emerges as a compelling contender, sparking a significant resurgence in the American political aspirations. While there may be many critiques about Meghan's PR team, it cannot be denied that they are making efforts. Despite the numerous valid justifications for abandoning this absurd aspiration, it appears that they are unwilling to let go of it. I'm uncertain whether Meghan is instructing them to release this information or if they genuinely believe it's a beneficial decision, but we find ourselves in the same situation once more. So, let's examine the article together. The initial paragraph informs us that Meghan Markle's foray into American politics has experienced a significant resurgence. I have serious doubts about the basis of their claims. Honestly, who in their right mind is even considering the resurgence of this absurd idea? Nonetheless, it has come to light that Meghan has been connected to the open Senate position resulting from Dianne Feinstein's passing. They are attempting to persuade us that the seat could have belonged to Meghan, but Gavin Newsom ultimately selected someone else temporarily. Perhaps Meghan will ultimately be the one chosen. The subsequent paragraph states that there are speculations about Meghan contemplating a transition to the university. Politics. We have been aware of this rumor for a considerable amount of time. However, it should be noted that the source of this rumor is Meghan and her team responsible for public relations. Furthermore, they inform us that Gavin Newsom was providing Meghan with guidance. As far as I know, Gavin Newsom seemed to have no interest in being associated with her. I am uncertain about the means through which he continues to offer guidance to her since he ceased answering her phone calls. Meghan actively engaged in urging Americans to vote during the crucial 2020 presidential election. Indeed, we are aware of the occurrence, and even during that period, we discussed the impropriety due to Meghan Markle's possession of a British designation. In the past, both she and Harry had no right to interfere in political matters, and the same applies to the present day. Following this, should the previous actress make the choice to pursue further education at a university, if she were involved in politics, conservatives would strongly advocate for her removal of royal titles. It's amusing how some people believe that all liberals or left-leaning individuals will be wholeheartedly supportive and admirers of Meghan Markle. While I may not identify as a left-wing or liberal individual, it is my belief that even most Democrats would recognize the significant error in Meghan Markle's decision to pursue any political position. The Democrats' decision to select Meghan Markle for any role could potentially indicate a lack of intent to secure victory. Following that, we are privileged to receive insights from Eric Schiffer, the esteemed chair of reputation management consultants. According to a man interviewed by Newsweek, titles will not influence Americans' biases. They will assess her level of confidence, likability, and commitment to advocating for important causes. It is evident that Meghan has a strong history of advocating for both the environment and mental health. This text is already short and concise, but a possible paraphrase could be, with a focus on the youth and promoting equal opportunities. If those matters are included in the voting agenda, she would prove to be a captivating contender. Sure, I had to do a little research to find out more about Eric Schiffer. It came as no surprise to me that Eric Schiffer is part of the affluent Hollywood elite. His residence is located in Southern California. He possesses immense wealth, being a billionaire. In essence, he lacks the authority to dictate to us, regular individuals, whom we should deem as an intriguing candidate. The perception that Meghan is an appealing candidate actually indicates that we should dismiss the idea of supporting her, as it is evident that she is already under someone's influence. Basically, by supporting Meghan, he is simply reaffirming what we were already aware of. In essence, by giving his backing to Meghan, he is essentially highlighting something that was already common knowledge. According to him, if Meghan Markle were to occupy a political position, she would not prioritize advocating for the interests of ordinary citizens. Rather than other pursuits, her sole dedication would be toward securing tax advantages for the immensely affluent individuals. However, it seems that the Express is trying to convince us that this article is more than just a promotional piece from Meghan's team, although that is precisely what it is. As part of their content, they incorporated some quotes from Neil Gardner. He is currently serving as the director of the highly esteemed Margaret Thatcher Centre for Freedom, which is affiliated with the Heritage Foundation, a renowned conservative think tank. Additionally, he strongly opposes Meghan's involvement in American politics. He stated that it was incorrect for the Duchess of Sussex to be involved in according to Newsweek. Political activity. She belongs to the royal family. She possesses a regal designation. Although she does not hold a professional position within the royal family, she bears the prestigious title of Duchess of Sussex. If she decides to engage in political campaigning, either she should voluntarily give up her title or the royal family should remove it from her. Certainly, if she chooses to actively campaign for Joe Biden or congressional candidates, it will undoubtedly expedite the demands for her title to be revoked. It is inappropriate for a member of the royal family to participate in any kind of political involvement. Why are we still debating this when Gardner is completely right? It is clear that Meghan has no legitimate reason to involve herself in U.S. politics. She lacks the authority to determine our voting preferences. She does not have the qualifications to pursue a political career. Absolutely not. She lacks the necessary qualifications. In my opinion, Meghan having a British royal title is just one among numerous reasons why she should reconsider joining U.S. discussing politics, or even making any comments related to politics. One recurring issue that Meghan and Harry have consistently demonstrated is they fail to share the same principles as us American citizens. Harry was the individual who deemed the First Amendment, also known as freedom of speech, illogical. He and Meghan have made extensive efforts to suppress individuals on YouTube and other platforms. It is highly disrespectful that he and Meghan feign to assist others. Feigning assistance to individuals genuinely in need. Individuals without homes, those facing economic hardship. Their sole concern is for their personal interests and the interests of their affluent acquaintances. They prioritize their wealthy acquaintances as they see them as valuable connections who can offer them benefits. The individuals Harry and Meghan have attempted to establish a close friendship within the United States. Some individuals exhibit extreme malevolence. In other words, Harry's participation in the Aspen Institute reveals everything about him. The presence of the Aspen Institute poses a challenge to democratic values. This poses a real danger to the freedom of expression. Harry, Meghan, and their wealthy acquaintances are unable to tolerate the freedom we exercise in expressing our opinions concerning them. And that's the reason for their attempts to restrict our actions. Hence, they are making every possible effort to restrict our freedom of expression. The constant shifting of Harry and Meghan's interests and affiliations suggests that they lack genuine concern for any specific cause. Seriously, let's be honest here, pretending that Meghan is a dedicated advocate for climate change. That lady splurges an exorbitant sum of money on her personal wardrobe. She and Harry enjoy traveling in their private jets. They exclusively use gas-guzzling SUVs for transportation purposes. Neither of them are even close to being climate heroes. In reality, they contribute to the issue at hand. A significant portion of the issue lies in this matter. And I'm not certain if you all recall, I'm pretty sure you do, but can you recall who Harry had that question and answer session with? Gabor Mate, the person who once praised Hamas as heroes, has certainly undergone an astonishing shift in perspective over time. Meghan believes that it is now suitable for her to engage in politics considering Harry's close association with someone of that nature. Considering the recent events in Israel, it is evident that both individuals lack credibility to express their views on any matter. I am curious to hear Harry and Meghan's thoughts on Gabor Mate at this moment. Having knowledge of their behavior, it's highly likely that they would continue to change their stance, as they usually do. This is because it is currently socially unacceptable to label Hamas as heroes. However, I distinctly recall my surprise upon learning of his remarks. I questioned why Harry would associate himself with someone of that nature. It was clear to me that I would never willingly share a stage with such an individual. I highly doubt the person claiming to be a trauma expert. Considering the current global situation, it is particularly offensive that Harry and Meghan believe it is acceptable to release numerous public relations articles. I believe it would be wise for them to recognize their lack of relevance, the indifference others have towards them, and redirect their attention towards their personal affairs. Direct your attention towards creating something substantial and valuable. Direct your attention towards providing genuine assistance to individuals. Meghan and Harry must understand that the public is increasingly dissatisfied with their frequent appearances in front of captive audiences. All filled with inflated egos, acting as if they hold all the answers, and dictating what we should do with our lives. The time has come to call it quits. Please share your thoughts on the horrific pair in the comments section below. Don't miss the chance to ensure you stay updated with an abundance of future videos by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel before you depart. We greatly appreciate your presence and viewership. Wishing you a fantastic beginning of the week, and looking forward to reconnecting with you in my upcoming videos.